What is up? Thank you for coming to my channel, Prison POV. Did that help, homeboy? I mean, my last video, I got some hate mail, some hate in the comments, because dude said that I yelled my intro and it hurt his ears. Well, hey, dude, adjust your volume, brother. But I hope I helped a little bit. So, welcome to my channel, Prison POV. Well, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, Little Mander. Happy Thanksgiving to you from me and Little Mander. Today's video is on C-yard at Wasco Reception. In C-yard, just like H-yard, is dorms. You got B-yard, D-yard, H-yard, and C-yard make up Wasco Reception. B and D are cells, H and C are dorms. But C is kind of a trip, where H is this one level, and like an A-side, B-side type thing. C-yard, the C buildings are top tier, bottom tier. They're two level. It's really kind of a trip house setup. It's like a horseshoe. And on the bottom, it's really crowded because you have beds against the wall. And then, so here's a bed. Then at your feet, there's a little walkway and then another row of beds. Where on the top, it's just the row of beds against the wall. At the feet, there's nothing but some space and then a rail so you can't fall over. But people have been pushed. They've been helped over, but you're probably not just going to fall. So C-yard. When there start being a lot of drama with the Bulldogs, they put all those dudes in C-yard. Mainly C3 and C4. And you might ask why the drama with the Bulldogs. Well, a lot of it had to do with the roll call in D6. D6 is the hole. They do a good morning and a good night, a roll call. Very important to any hole. That's why when I was in the hole at CMC West, we really didn't even have a roll call because we share the hole with the PCs from CMC East. They would ruin it by flushing the toilet, making noise, and kicking the door. It's almost not, you just can't do it. So the Bulldogs would disrespect hardcore in D6, but they're not going to not do a roll call in D6. It's very important. They just push through the noise, and it caused a lot of trouble. Led to green light on the Bulldogs. That's not the only reason. It's certainly part of it. Also, there was a big riot, Wasco C-yard main line, between the Southsiders and the Bulldogs. Southsiders rushed them, basically removed them from the yard, and it was over the stuff from D6. Also, it was over the Bulldogs were hitting and not breaking the Southsiders off. So they rushed them. After that big riot, they snatched the Bulldogs up, sent most of them away. But the ones who didn't have enough time to usually transfer, they won't really transfer you unless you have more than 90 days. So maybe a short time in Bulldogs, maybe a handful of them, whatever, they put in A4, which is add seg overflow, and it's also CTQ, confined to quarters. Anytime you go to a prison, you have to go through CTQ, confined to quarters. You don't just show up and hey, hit the yard. They want to go over who your enemies are, what are your concerns, you know, are you P-coded? You have to see committee. It takes 10 days. You're just going to be shut down. Sometimes CTQ is just right in with everybody else, like in Corcoran, it's right there in 3 block with the other inmates, whereas Wasco, it's an A4, a whole separate building. Over here is CTQ. I was CTQ because I'm getting ready to go to Wasco level 3, A-yard, mainline. The Bulldogs are there, and they were loud. Loud, 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 loud. I think they had their days and nights mixed up, which is easy to do in a whole situation when you never leave your cell. It just kind of, time gets weird. Because they would stay up all night. They had their radio going, radio and chess. Oh my goodness. If you've never heard someone play chess on the tier, you're blessed. Because it is annoying as fuck. 18-4! You're just like, it's one of those things you just can't block out. Like I have to sleep with my fan on. Because I like to, my fan, I need to I can't be pitch silent. I have to have that, the fan. But yet I don't want the click, 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 click when it starts hitting the plastic. I want the but not the click, click, click. So when the click, click, click comes on, like I can't block it out. I'll be comfortable in bed, but I have to get up. That click, 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 I can't block it out. And I can't block out. 22-7! Dude, people playing chess in the tier, no bueno. So they would do that. The Bulldogs are loud. It is what it is. But then, me and my celly Mad Dog start hearing these white dudes in the next cell over snitching on the Bulldogs of the cops for the noise. This cop would come by. He would be, let me see, first watch, I believe, would be, I don't even know their watch. They got 3 different watches. I don't know. But it's the cop that would come on for dinner. The cop that would come on at 2 o'clock. I think that's 3rd watch, the last one. The one would come on at 2 o'clock, hand out the mail, and give us dinner. When that cop would come on and be walking, when you get there and doing count, my neighbors, these Woods, or Caucasians, I guess you could say, someone pointed that out. Someone said, what up, Splinter, you're solid Caucasian. I said, that's an oxymoron. Because in California, Caucasian was like a weak wood. It's an insult to be called a Caucasian. Well, I guess in the East Coast, Caucasian is something good. But no, if you're in California, someone says, hey, what's up, Caucasian? You're white, start swinging on them. ultimate insult. You're wood, not a Caucasian. So, these Caucasians next door got this cop. They're like, hey, you know, these Bulldogs are really, really loud. Keep us up all night. They're playing chess in the tier. They're yelling. Gotta do something about it. They got their radios loud. Their TV's loud. The cop's like, I'm not even here at night. Like, get it, the other cop who's here at night. What can I do? And they go, oh, but we like you better. You're so cool. Like, we really like you. That I'm talking to you because I like you. You're likable. Do you like golf? You into maybe a one-on-one? You ever play one-on-one basketball? Are you into one-on-one basketball, golf, gone bowling? Cops is like, what? They would talk for a while, though. But me and Mad Dog got sick of hearing it, shot him a kite, and said, hey, fool, stop snitching on the Bulldogs and stop trying to arrange a play date with the CO. Or you're going to get stomped out when you hit the yard. He shot a kite back. Hey, I'm trying to get that cop to bring me something. No disrespect, brother. And then me and my slave were laughing our ass off because they're like, we didn't say nothing, but we're thinking, what do you want him to bring you? Earrings? Nail polish? Because I have heard of flirting or getting at a woman CO or a nurse to bring in something, but never a male cop. Flirting with a male cop, like, hi, C.L. Smith. If I were to tell you that I enjoy being on my knees, I can literally be on my knees all day long without knee pads. I have calluses built up. Can you bring me a joint? Like, dude, hell no, bro. Are you serious? So we clowned that fool. And it's funny because he'd quit talking to the cop where we could hear him, but the cop would walk by and they're perforated doors because it adds cigar flow. And you could tell that he was trying to get his attention without talking where we could hear it because the cop would walk by and go, huh? You could tell something got the cop's attention. He would stop and he'd be like doing that kind of stuff. They were like talking where we couldn't hear. Couldn't hear hustle. They kept the conversation flowing though. Creepazoid. Never did get anything, I suppose. But anyway, be that as a main. What did my notes say next? I'm saving up for a teleprompter. I hate the fact that I always have to look at my notes, but you know what I'm saying? This is what it is. But when I got out from Wasco C-yard that time, I got out of CTQ. I mainlined on Wasco C-yard. Wasco Mike was my cellie. When I paroled, I didn't stay out long. I came right back. Wasco Reception Building H3, and that's when I heard it's all bad with the Bulldogs. It's green. I got green light and on site mixed up. Like, whoa. I tried to like saying both green light on site. It could be a cool song. You got the green light. On site. Maybe for later. Hey, green light, straight on site with the Bulldogs. They're in C3, C4. If you go in there, you have to take off on somebody. You have to take off either on a Bulldog or a white boy. Because that white boy shouldn't be in their program. And go find a wood from your town. Knock them in the head or a Bulldog, whatever you got to do, right there from the cops. Don't get comfortable. Some people say, well, I'm going to go in there. You know, how long do we have? Like some yards you can't program on. You have like 3 days to get off, whatever. People like want to push the boundaries. So how long do I have in C3, C4? Because I'm going to go in there and maybe get a little mail, set some stuff up, get a store. No, none of that. You have 0 hours. Don't make your bed. It's one of those situations you got to go in and get right the hell out. Because if you go in there, they're going to suck you in like a web. And they're going to be all over you like, dude, it's cool here. I don't know what you heard, but no, there's a bunch of solid dudes here. No, bro, it's programmable here. Like, no, this is cool. And you'll buy it, obviously, because you're there giving them the whole Hogan here. Like, what, brother? We're cool, brother? Brother, are you sure? Yeah, you're cool. No, not cool. But what's funny is people really get caught up. Because there's 2 parts to Wasco Reception. You got, like I said, HC, B, and D. Old school Wasco Reception, but then you got A-yard reception. Everyone starts out over here, either H, C, B, and D, but then everyone ends up at A-yard reception before you catch that chain out to a main line. And when you get there and you're white boy, Southsider too, I suppose. Hold on. Little Mander, here's your baby. I know why she does that every single time. If you're a white boy, they're going to check your mail. When you came from old reception over to A-yard and they say, hey, what's up, brother? What building did you come from? Oh, I came from, H3 or something. Well, let's see your mail. And they're going to want to look on it. And if it says C3 or C4, and you're going to get straight mollywopped right there on the spot. You'll probably be able to stay. Very few people have I seen just beat up and had to freaking leave. Unless maybe that caught in a lie or just some other shit. You probably can stay, but you're going to get mollywopped and made to feel like a straight pussy. Because why did you program? Be that as a man, I'm out in the yard, kicking with this dude. It's one of the situations where we kind of know the same people. Like, yeah, I know that dude. You know that dude too? Yeah. Oh, you know that guy? We knew everybody the same. So it kind of didn't make sense. Like, we just barely missed each other. We didn't know each other. We knew all the same people. So we're on the yard, walking laps, him and I one day. I had cotton mouth. And he goes, bro. He goes, I wrote, they wanted to look at my letter from reception. I wrote H3 on it. And I showed it to him. And I was like, H3? I go, where were you? And he goes, H3. But that's where I came from. I was like, no, I was an H3. And I don't remember you being there. And he's like, no, I was an H3 last time. And I was like, you were an H3 last time? No, I mean, where were you this time? He's like, H, they all look the same, like when H building. I was like, motherfucker. I was like, you were one of the C building, dude. You came from C3 or C4, didn't you? And you're just straight told on yourself. You put H3. What'd you do? Scribble out the C and you put H3 and you show it to the homeboys? And you suckered them? What's a good saying I could say? You freaking, I don't know. What'd you do? You tricked them, dude. You just straight swindled them? I can't think of nothing fancy. Probably tons of fancy sayings out there for like when you got over on somebody. I'm trying to like, nothing's coming to me. But dude, you got over on him? That's scandalous as fuck. And I don't even know how he told me that. I think maybe he wanted to confide in me. You know how like, sometimes you gotta get shit off your chest? You'd be watching TV when the murder mysteries, and the guy killed someone, he always tells his cellie, and his cellie always comes and testifies against him. They'll even have it on tape, and you wonder, why did he tell him? Because they gotta get shit off their chest. So he's telling me, he's probably feeling nervous about it, and then he's like, I put H3, thinking I'd go, oh really, dude? Fuck. But no, dog, fucking, I'm passionate about like not being a pussy, dude, and representing Bakersfield. Like you're from, I was like, dude, you're from Bakersfield, brother. Why'd you pussy out like that? We come here and represent to the fullest. I can't believe you did that. And he's like, he couldn't really say nothing because he was so surprised at my reaction. But dude, what'd you expect, brother? Like I was kind of pissed off. And then I'm walking around. I've been hanging out with you last couple of days. How many people? Who else knows you did this? Maybe they think I did that too. I don't know. I don't be hanging around with types like you. What in the fizzuck? So I said, dude, you're on deck. I'm not gonna go tell on you. I'm not gonna go tell everybody, hey, look what this dude did. Like whoever checked your letter didn't do a good enough job, and they fell for the H3. I'm not gonna pull their covers either. But if something needs to be done, then the car, I'm gonna make sure you have to do it. I'm gonna put you on deck. And I ain't fuck with you no more. I walked away from him. And it was funny with that dude too, because when I first met him, we first start talking, we realized we knew a lot of the same people. He was like, dude, do you know my old lady? He was a straight sprung on some chick. He's like, you don't know her. She goes by this name, this name, this name. I'm like, fuck, your old lady has like 3 different names? It was like alias. Like, no, I don't know any of those 3 people. Like, does she have 3 personalities as well? Just saying. Is that why the 3 names? No, anyway, I don't want to go there. But dude, what? No, I never heard of her. He's like, but she used to hang out over here and here and here. And he almost like come at me a little bit. Dude, you said you were hanging out over at Scooter's, brother, and she'd go there. Why wouldn't you? Like, hey, homeboy, back the fuck up. I said, I don't know her. Like, I ain't got no reason to lie to you. If I fucking seen her, I'd say I seen her, dude. And the fuck? Oh, my bad, brother, but you did say you were there, and then she was there. But she wasn't there when I was there. I don't know her, dude. Okay, well, how about, did you know little Johnny Boy? Was she over there? I don't know, dog. He was really just trying to, my old lady. And I respect that anyway, that bullshit. One time, I came to prison, sprung out on a chick. And I was in the cells. This girl, Charlotte, I was with for a long time. And I was talking to this dude from Orange County, and I was like, Charlotte this, Charlotte that. I guess. I don't know. And finally, he goes, you must really like her, huh? I go, why? He goes, because you keep talking about her. Never again did I ever bring up some chick. You know, of course, you go to jail, you run around with some chick every day, and you go to jail and you don't hear from her. Of course you're going to miss her. But don't make yourself look like a lame by letting everybody know how much you miss her. That's definitely something keep to yourself. I've seen people do foolish shit. Foolish! Like a Southsider beyond. The Southsider's looking at 15 years. He's talking to his lawyer on the phone. This white dude comes up, interrupts him, says, dude, can I get a 3-way to call my old lady? I want to check on her. Yeah, we dragged that white dude in the cell and beat his ass because that's straight out of line. I wasn't throwing it, dude, but I was like, dude, I don't know her. Then he shows me her picture, dude. One day he's like, you don't know her? And I did know her. But she went by a different name. I was like, dude, she apparently has more name than the 3 you're familiar with because I knew her by yet another name, which I'm not going to say her. But yeah, I know that chick. And she was straight, dude, creepy with like a capital C. Like, I could picture you guys together, brother. Like, you guys, they say every pan does have its lid, dude. You guys fucking fit, homeboy, peas and carrots. This chick, you know how, like, if your homeboy comes over and he has a chick and then there's another chick and pick you up, it's kind of like, no, now you're like a quartet or some shit. You're kind of like obligated to, like, now you're with that chick. I mean, you don't have to get married or nothing, but as you roll around that night, I mean, you're going to be, it's just kind of like, I've been in that situation several times. Sometimes it works out cool, sometimes it don't. Say, pick me up, my homeboy and his old lady, and then her cousin, this chick. And she's kind of, we're talking, but I'm like, not feeling her at all. She has glasses, sunglasses on, and it's late at night. I'm like, okay, do you have a, not that I'm mad, do you have a lazy eye? Can you look at 2 places at once? I mean, we didn't get along, and I saw that coming. No pun intended, was that funny? Anyway, eyeballs all over the place. Or do you have a black eye? Or maybe no eye at all? I mean, why do you have sunglasses on at night? Then in addition to that, all 4 of us went to this other pad, this chick's house. You had to go through her bedroom to go in her bathroom. So this chick went to the bathroom and she had to go to the bedroom and stole some stuff. Came out, she had her purse and it looked like more heavy. I mean, she walked in with a purse and she came out, she's like dragging it. It's like, dude, what's in your purse? Did you find a human in my bathroom and bring him out here for CPR? What's the deal with your heavy ass looking purse? As it turns out, I stole a bunch of shit. So that girl starts trying to beat her ass, and I'm like, knock the glasses off, knock the glasses off. They want to see what, and they didn't fall off. Like, damn, so then we all laughed and shit, and finally I just wanted to get comforter, like, oh, are you okay? And knock the glasses off myself. I was just really curious at this point. Anyway, we have to take her to her mom's house. Go, okay, let's go to her mom's house. We all four smash out. It's upstairs, this apartment. We walk in, and there's nothing in this living room but a tent. A tent is pitched in the middle. And even though they have electricity, because I turned the light off, like, turn the light off! I turned it off. I was like, dude, got this natural instinct to walk into a place that's pitch black, especially when there's a tent pitch and there's people, there's things I don't know. I'm going to turn the light on to, like, shine some light on the situation. I turn it off. Turn it off! I turn it off, like, whoa. And there was a candle burning in the tent, which I thought was a fire hazard, because from experience, you don't want to keep anything too close to a flame. So, she went to go in in her mom's tent, and they go in and they start speaking some strange Indian dialect. I was out of there, brother. I've seen enough. I've seen way more than enough. I'm Audi 5000 G. I said, dude, you guys leaving with me or what? And they're, yeah, let's go. They told her, like, real quick, like, bye, we're leaving. Just like cover their ass. If she came out like, you ditched me. No, we said bye, leaving. But you say it fast enough so she can't hear it because you really don't want her to come with. So it's like, hey, bye, we're leaving. And like left the door open because you didn't want to hear her shut it. Because that alien dialect was a trip, as was the candle. And that was the bitch. He showed me the picture of her. This is my lady. Crazy, bro. So yeah, I don't understand, man. What? Yeah, I really need to get a teleprompter. Because I just know it's really unorthodox to be. And you're going to laugh at these glasses. I got to see how much time. 16 minutes? Wow, that's great. So, trip on this, though. One time, I'm a porter. C4, before the ban with the Bulldogs. It was like, probably my second violation. And I'm in there, and I'm a porter, and the cop is sprung on this other chick cop. I knew I couldn't say chick cop. Chick cop. Why is that so tough, I wonder? Chick cop. This female CO. The CO who I was working for, my morning porter, he sprung on this other fucking female officer. She'd come all day and they'd hang out in his office. Dude, he didn't really give a rat's ass about nothing. You could do whatever the fuck you want. There was fights, all kinds of multiple shit, tons of stuff. A dude walking, drops his knife in front of him, picks it up. He's just not there. He's like checked out. I guess he's really sprung on this other female officer. He tells me one day, he goes, hey, I'm going to give you a lighter because everyone was popping the socket. There was weed, there was tobacco, and I don't know why, but there's literally plugs down there. There never was a TV or anything. I don't even know why they're on. Maybe it was for an extension cord if you had for the construction workers, but there's plugs down there next to the beds. I don't know why, but I do know what we do is before we'd pop them and get ourselves a little wick going. Here, come light your cigarette and your joint, everybody. So he said, dude, I'm tired of that popping the shit. He goes, I'm going to give you a lighter and you just take care of it, make sure everyone gets a light. And he'd been telling me for like a week. I was like, all right, cool. Finally, he gives me a lighter in the morning and gives me a big old pouch of tobacco, bugler. Kind of a headache. Because now what am I going to do? I got to tell my homeboys I'm probably going to have to break off the other races. People are going to want to buy some now. It's kind of like, where'd you get it? Like, there's no visits and no one really came from the farm. We still had tobacco in my county jail, the farm. Where does tobacco come from all of a sudden? But then again, I could always say, don't fucking ask questions. Do you want a cigarette or not? Like, you writing a book, news reporter, cop, where's your microphone at? What do you mean, where'd it come from? Take the cigarette. Or you can't have it. Like, wow, all the questions. So I had that going for me. I could make them feel stupid if they ask. But they might ask, where'd it come from? Where'd it from come? Who knows? I have a pouch, so break the Southsiders off, the Blacks off some, Pisces off some, Bulldogs off some, Whites now, Fresno Car, Orange County, Bakersfield, majority of it, we're smoking, my homeboys. As soon as he gives me the lighter, and I go around telling everybody I have a lighter, break people off tobacco, I say, don't pop the socket no more. Obviously, that's coming from a cop. I say, hey, I have a lighter, don't pop the socket. And I come out the cop shack and I have bugler and a lighter. Like, okay, probably the cop gave it to him. He doesn't want, okay, whatever. The cop comes out, this cop who never ever searches, ever. He never searches nothing. He's always sprung talking that shit. Comes walking out and goes to locker, takes not one over this locker, but 2 different bags of Pruno. And went right to him like he knew where they were. He went, and then he walked over here, this one, and he just walked outside to the patio and put it on a table outside. And then went back in his thing. And I'm like, I felt like, dude, did I just, are people thinking I just went and told them, like, hey, I could tell you where 2 bags of wine are for a lighter and a pack of bugler. Where you at? Okay, the lighter and the bugle, all right, try fucking bunk 137 and 112. Fuck it, that's where you get your fucking wine at. And he goes walking out and grabs them, because as soon as I walk out, that's what he did. And I'm, what the fuck? People are looking at the wine outside and looking at me, and I'm just like, you need a light? Dude, I felt so weird. My face got red, my hands got sweaty. I was like, dude, probably, even if one person thinks that, it's like wildfire. They'll say, dude, did you notice how Splinter came out with the gifts And a cop who never searches or takes shit went right to it. Dude, it was more than I could handle. It was stressing me out. People were probably not even looking at me, and I think they were like, what? I'm like, what? I didn't tell. Dude, I didn't tell. Like, whoa. I just walked in through the lighter on the desk, shut his door, and said, dude, I quit. I don't want this fucking lighter. Get another porter. You just set me up. You framed me, dude. You gave me that tobacco. You had me hand it out. You gave me the lighter, and you had me pass a message not to pop sockets, and then you fucking went and took all the wine in the house. Like, how'd you know that was there? Like, wasn't the physic? I didn't even know. Like, he's like, no, man. He's like, dude, I'll let you guys get away with so much. But I don't want 2 bags of wine, because one was a Paisas, and one was the Southsiders, because there's a fucking some soccer game coming up. He's like, I don't want 2 different races both having wine. They're going to get into a fight. He goes, you know, I don't trip, but when I see 2 different cars with wine, plus they're disrespecting. He's like, I walk them by and they're burping it. Yes, I don't fuck with you guys, but at least try to hide it a little bit. Have a little respect. So when they're burping the bags in front of me and I see it's 2 different cars, he goes, I'm going to take that shit. He goes, you didn't get it from me? No, you didn't get it from me. He goes, I didn't even dawn on me that I would give you the lighter and the tobacco and then take the wine and people will connect the 2. I go, fuck, because you don't think like these motherfuckers think. That's the first thing I thought. That's probably what I would think if someone came walking out with some fucking gifts and then the cop fucking went. I go, no. He goes, well, go get the fucking wine then. Go get the wine and give it back. Then I was like, that's going to make me look even worse. Fuck it. I walked outside, grabbed the 2 bags of wine, walked up the south side. Here you go, the Paisas. Here you go. And that's like, you know that cop pretty good, huh? You need a light? It's kind of weird, man. It's not even good to work with cops. When I was in Mule Creek Level 1, when Mule Creek was still active, my job was every night to go into the sergeant's office right there on the yard and vacuum into the trash. And I was literally in there like 5 minutes. And like one of my first nights in, I went there and vacuumed and left, and they come in to hit a fucking bunk in my house, take all the tattoo equipment. And it's like, I just walked out of the cop shop. It's like, never again, dude. I just quit that job right on the spot. Oh, well, you won't get your halftime. You'll have to be stuck here a month longer. Fuck it. Hell to the no, man. So, yeah. But let me tell this story, too, cramming in there. You might have already heard this. I might have told this a while back. I got cotton mouth, man. I got any water in here? I'm tempted to go for the dog's bowl. He licks me on the mouth. Why not? Same thing, right? Dude, I'll tell the story. If you've heard it, feel free to just tap out right now. Hey, cut string, let it fly. Because I'm going to tell the story because I know there's people who have not heard it. And it's come from a C building and it's hardcore. 3 dudes from Bakersfield are drunk in a C building. You have one dude who's a first-termer, but his dad has done a lot of time, and everyone knows him. He's an older homeboy. He's not a big homeboy, but he's an older homeboy. He knows a lot of people. He's been around the world once, talked to everybody twice, been coast to coast on a piece of toast, and this motherfucker ain't playing around. And so when you come to prison for the first time and your dad is that guy, you might be tempted to be like, my dad, my dad, my dad, and that's what this dude's doing. And I don't really respect that, you know, because I have a homeboy, one of my best friends, his uncle is a big homie, and you would never know. And if you found out, it wouldn't be from him. I know a lot of people who their brother is this, brother is that, and they don't say nothing. And I know people who their brother is this, and they do say something. And they try to fucking ride the coattails and just, you know, I want the respect that my brother has come. And that's my brother. When it doesn't work that way. So he's my dad, my dad, my dad. Then they're all drunk, these 3 dudes. One of them only doing a 5-month violation. Got 2 months in, probably got 90 days left. Another one doing 5 years. That dude, the youngster, doing 2 years. A new bus comes from Kern County. That youngster goes, oh, that dude right there, he told on my dad. So if that's the case, you walk up and you just find out his name, you ask his paperwork, you check, you investigate. You told on your dad, like how? You don't go handle it. At that point, you investigate. There's things to do. You know, you dot your I's, you cross your T's. Told on him for what, when, where, how do you know? And you gotta get the paperwork. You gotta verify it. You're not just gonna push up and fucking discipline this dude. Anyway, be that as it may, they walk up. He's making his bed. He comes up to the top tier. He's making his bed. They walk up, punch him in the face, and he falls down, and they grab racks like this, and they just on his head. They smash him until his fucking brains hit the wall, and he's fucking dead. These dudes were drunk. You know another thing? I've been drunk tons of time in prison. I never get slammed, hammered, never. Oh, some punk-ass Pruno? I mean, dude, it's not fucking Bacardi. It's not even, you know, Bud Light. It's wine. It's orange juice and some sugar, dude, some syrup, maybe a popsicle. I don't know how you can get so smashed you'd run up and kill someone. And then they were just in handcuffs, acting totally crazy. So then they go to the hole. Then they end up getting life sentences. Then in the hole, they're in trouble because as the politics in California, especially you go to a hole like D6, which is hardcore politics to the fullest, high power hour. You walk into high power hour and they're like, what are you here for? Let me see your lockup order. Oh, you killed this guy. What'd you kill him for? Well, he said he told on his dad. As it turns out, he's from another city, didn't even know who he is. Had no idea who he was. As it turns out, he didn't. It's like, you're in deep shit. So then they got stabbed, and they were active. Then they had to go down to PC, bottom tier, and D6, active is top tier, PC is bottom tier, and the inmates control, who goes up and down. Crazy thing. Inmates control D6. Oh, so they send them down to PC, tell them they put in work, stab this guy. Then they start sending them on missions on each other. Hey, you stab him, you come back up to top tier. Then you come back up, send him back down, make this dude stab somebody, make them put in all kinds of work to try to be active. Never were really active again. Maybe they were for a minute. But a headache! Especially when you're 90 days of the pad and you get drunk and just go fucking kill some dude. Some dude said, oh, I told him my dad. Straight out of line, bro. Straight out of line. That's what happened. How much time we got in? All right. About to cut string, let it fly. Happy Thanksgiving. Video every day. Till the end of the month, which is only like, I don't know, we're doing a week or so anyway. But I am going to drop a video tomorrow. I'm not sure what it's going to be about yet. And I'll try to do it a lot earlier than this one. Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. And a shout out to the homeboy actually hit me up on Instagram. He's like, I want to get you a Christmas present. That touched me, dog. I was like, I appreciate it, man. You know, I told him guitar strings are $7. A guitar stand is $20, and a guitar pedal is $40. Dude, there's your budget. Anywhere from $7 to $40, and you cannot go wrong with guitar stuff for me, man. You know, he's like, gave me a lot of content. I appreciate it. And love your life to the fullest. And order me some strings and a guitar stand. Awesome, bro. Touch. Thank you. I'm going to send him a shirt back. And I just think that's awesome. I'm not like, hint, hint. Hey, you know, one of the homeboys from the Point of View crew is giving me a Christmas present. Hint, hint. Hoping it sound that way. But how it should sound is shout out to that dude. Saying thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Not hint, hint. Anyways, nothing but most some respect. Happy Thanksgiving. Dropping a video tomorrow. Cut the string, let it fly. Peace. Don't forget the Point of View crew shirts. I thought I'd get rid of them a lot more, to be honest. Dude, I got like, I don't know, 50 or so, and I've got rid of only like 10 to 15. I thought they'd be like gone, and I'd be disappointed, be like, sorry, I don't have any more left, but I guess there's not very many people